Hello, this is Mr. Doty, and since we have a new book, I need to kind of go through and explain how this Word and Excel section works. We're going to start off with the Word section, or we can just start off with the Cengage section. I don't know which way we need to go on this, but for this video, let's just talk about the Word section. And I'll do one for the other two, and we'll go from there. So basically, when you're in the class, and you click on Course Content Supplement, you've got Unit 1, Unit 2, Finals, you've got your Cengage option here, and then I'm not sure if this is really relevant as far as how to unblock your pop-up office thing, but it was relevant and it kind of makes sense. It just helps you to go find where to how to get this to work, because this will end up with an actual pop-up and sometimes it doesn't want to work and you have to unblock it. So long story short, so this is where we find our Cengage stuff for the book. If you didn't purchase a book, which I don't really think you need one unless you just want to have a hard copy of it. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can either go to Word here, click on the first section. This right here is the book part, or you can go over here to the book and go through and find it as well, but this will take us right to it. So we'll click on this. Okay, so now it has, create this. I'm on case problem 2. Apparently that's where I left off looking at stuff when I was going through it during class. But anyway, you'll probably end up at here, which is the table of contents. All you have to do, we don't need that, go away. Scroll down till you get to the review section here, and this is the first assignment you're going to do. So the first assignment is going to be the Campos letter, and you also are going to have to make an envelope. You can either add it to this file for this letter, or they actually have the directions where you do it separately. And either way, you're going to attach the 2 files to this first assignment, which is practice, anyway, it's the review assignment. And if I go back over here, I go to Unit 1. Sorry, not to go too fast, but I can go between the two. So I'm going to go back to Unit 1, Microsoft Word, and under Assignments, here we go. Now, this should all be set up now. So on this one, we're doing the Campos letter for sure. And I believe there's also, we figured out that there's actually a, I don't know if it's a flyer or what, but anyway, we'll look at it here in a sec. So these are the files that you need to download. If it is a picture file, don't click on it because it will open it. What you want to do is you want to right click on it, save link as, and then save it to your OneDrive or your downloads, whatever. When you click on these files, because they're document files or Microsoft Word files, they will open up in Microsoft Word after they download, or they'll download, and then you can open them with however you have it set up. And you'll be using these 3 files to complete the Module 1 review assignment, which is this right here. So it tells you to open this up, or actually it says open a new blank document and save it as this. And then you do all this information here. Alright. Go all the way down, keep going. Alright. Then it tells you you have to save your changes, and it says close it. So that's the Campos letter. Well, then it says create a new blank document to create the envelope. So that's your second document that you'll have, or second file. Like I said, you can add it to the main document if you want to, the Campos letter. Alright, so then you would save it as this or add it to the letter. So either you're going to have one or two files. Then it says open this, located in Word 1 review folder, or where I showed you here a second ago, right here. That would be this guy right here. And then it says save the document as this. So you're going to have this drinking water one. And then you have to recheck it. Just follow the directions. So it says down here. And then increase paragraph, format the text. Delete the photo and replace it with WD1 glass. Okay. Well, that's this guy right here. No problem. And then resize the photo, and then you're going to save your changes to that flyer. So it is the drinking water flyer. So that's going to be the next one I have to add. So I'm going to write that down just so that I have it. Drinking water flyer. So you're going to have the compost letter. You're going to have the envelope. You're also going to have the drinking water flyer. And last but not least, you're going to have what looks to be a fourth option here. You're supposed to open up this WD14 document and save it as July minutes. And it has something about meeting agenda on it, or minutes from a meeting, so you're going to work with that. So you're going to actually have 4 assignment possibilities, or three or four files, depending on how you do the envelope, for this first assignment. Okay, and you just follow these directions. They're right here under Cengage, like we showed you. Then you click over here. You're going to go to the second one. You've got the Kettering Letter, and there's nothing that you need to download for this. See, nothing needed. Alright, you're going to go through, do this Kettering Letter. From what I could tell when we were looking at it in class, I did not see that it has any kind of an envelope. And that'll help you guys out, especially those of you who may not have the full version of Word, like you're using the app or the online app, which is fine. Just find you a place where you can actually get the mailings option on a regular computer, or come in here to the lab and work on it. Find a neighbor, download software for them off your email, and say, hey, Merry Christmas, you got the software, let me use your computer. Something like that, whatever. Anyway, you'll get it done, take care of it. Alright, so this is just the letter on the second one, which is the Kettering Letter, and this is case problem 1. Now we're going to go to the Word 1 part with case problem 2. And this one is, you're going to open up these files, or you're going to have these files, which are right here, right there. And one of the things you're going to do is the Newland Healthcare flyer. I added that at some point today. And it looks to be that this might be all that you have to do, because it says save the document as this. And editor, change the amount, okay, and then use the photo located in the Word, default line spacing. Okay, so the way it looks to me on this one is the flyer is all you're doing. It's just you start off with one file, you name it as this one, and then you do all this information to it. Follow the directions, and you end up with a flyer that looks something like this picture right here. And you're pretty good to go. So that is the first part of, this is Word 1. That's all you need to do on that. Okay, so now if I hit this little X, so that's the Word Module 1. Then you go to Word Module 2, and we'll click on the same thing. Now this one I've already, like if I was at the beginning, yours might show up like this, and then you scroll down, you go to Review, and we're going to do this one right here. It looks like Refinance is what we're going to be doing. The files for that are right here. Module 2 review assignment. You've got 2 files. It looks like you're going to be doing 2 documents, refinance and comedy. So we go through and follow the directions until we get to the end. You're going to, on this one, you're going to be using some references and citing things using the citation. You're going to use the MLA style. And those are things that we'll talk about in class, or you can read about if you're online. You can read about in the course content here on Cengage. Alright, and so then we're going to do case problem 1. This is a resume. I believe that's all we had. Yep, it's a resume you're going to complete. The startup file's there. Then you have module 2, case problem 2, and it's called modern. And it's another one where you have to cite some things using the MLA style. It is, the funny thing is this is very similar to the one that was in the previous book. They just changed the name and, changed the names to protect the innocent, so to speak. Just the facts. Just the facts. Anyway, so moving along, and this just has some extra stuff here, like this Explore stuff. Don't worry about it too much. Look at that information and see if you can follow it up, but for the most part, make sure that you've got your bibliography correct on here. You're using the MLA style. Save your document. Just follow all the directions and you'll be in good shape. And that's basically it for the word section. Okay, like I said, I will do a separate video covering the Excel part. That way you're good, you're up, you're good to go, no problem. This is about a 12-minute or so video. Not too long, not too short, maybe. Probably not long, not short enough, right? Anyway, so this is what I got. This is where you turn things in. It's underlined. You click on it. You browse my computer, and you can turn in however many. Like if you wanted to turn in all 3 of these, you could click on open, and boom, they're all 3 there. Alright, then you hit submit, and it'll turn it right in. I can't, so I'm going to have to exit out of this puppy. But that's how you turn stuff in. So like I said, this first one we figured out during class that it's got actually 4 things you're going to turn in. 3 if you put the envelope on the campus letter. So that's all I got. 13 minutes. We're good to go. We'll see you on the other side.